guys, so in this video we're going to be looking at how to add our API keys both from OpenAI and also from Claude. And the important thing is we're going to set a limit here on our API keys. So we're going to go into platform.openai.com. If you want OpenAI, I recommend using both of them in case there's glitches between them every once in a while. Platform.openai.com and platform.claude.com. And from there, you'll be able to set up your API keys and fund your account. So we'll start off over here with OpenAI. I'm not setting up auto reload. If you go into API keys, you're going to do create new secret key. And that's part of it. You're going to take that key, you're going to go into Hostinger, and then you're going to go and you'll be able to see that you can set up actually environment variables on Hostinger. So this is a really cool feature actually. If we go into the Hostinger, let's click into the settings here. One sec. Docker Manager. And within Docker Manager, you see that we have these different Docker containers running. For our example, we're going to press Manage. Let's look at it. Manage. And we're going to try to edit our environment variables. That's those guys right here. Okay, so let's have a look at our environment variables here. And our environment variables are what you see over here. Okay, cool. So we have the port, that's fine. OpenClaw gateway token, like we saw, we need that in order to authenticate. The name, Anthropic API key, and OpenAI API key. So you call them just like that, Anthropic API key and OpenAI, just like that. And you'll see this when you're also setting up, when you're setting up a new deployment, OpenClaw will actually walk you through this process and allow you to insert the keys themselves. So Anthropic API key, OpenAI API key, that's where you get them. You're going to go in here. You're going to press create new secret key, and then you paste it straight in there. And also you're going to need to make sure that you have the enough money within your account as well. So make sure to fund that as well. So if you press the settings icon on ChatGPT, OpenAI, then you'll be taken to this screen over here. You're going to press billing. You're going to add to the credit balance. As you can see, auto recharge is off. That's really important within OpenAI in case you're using this, and you may want to make sure that auto recharge is off. I think it's really important when you set up the OpenClaw, because OpenClaw runs the heartbeat and you never know exactly what type of actions OpenClaw is going to do. For this specific example, I highly recommend to set a limit while you're learning the tool and all that stuff. Okay, so then you're going to go in Claude into API keys, create a key as well, and you paste that straight into the Hostinger section. Again, it'll allow you to paste this in while you're setting up the Hostinger deployment, and it makes it easy. But in case you need to add more API keys, just press into the environment, and then you also can tell Claude within the dashboard. This is important actually. To go into the chat section, you press the chat guy over here, and this is pretty much what defaults, because I've got those two API keys set. I can choose from these models. If you want a really fast model, for example, ChatGPT 4.1, and it works really nicely, and that is pretty much how you are able to choose the model and set your API keys. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one.